Hey guys, Rob out here again, and ImAlwaysInHotWater.com, revisiting the 2004. Oh, I can't even remember, and I just looked at my paperwork. Yes, the 2004 Crownline that actually I originally listed back in July, or did a preliminary listing on it when it was in dry stack storage. So I'm going to shortchange you a little bit today. Instead of going from scratch, there's going to be 2 additional videos on the site. One is showing the trailer by itself, and one is actually showing the video from back in July. And all things hold true in that video, except now, you know, there's going to be more, better, per se, because you know, upon sea trial and my inspection on the vessel, there seemed to be a few issues with the engine as far as not compression or anything, just a leak on the water pump. And what it did was, being that the boat had sat for a while, even though it has minimal hours, it tended to get a little bit of corrosion up on those, you know, those wheels and by the belts. So basically, the vessel was brought in, the seller was motivated enough, just invested. Now remember, this was listed back in July for a couple of days, about $8 grand to pretty much have the engine completely refurbished. So the new owner would not be stuck with any issues. This vessel is now turnkey ready for the water, and you're seeing it on the trailer, which you haven't seen before. This trailer has never touched salt water, as this was a freshwater boat for a while. And in fact, this trailer alone sat in storage for years, while this vessel sat in dry stack storage over at Palmetto Bluff. Just another quick note, as we mentioned in the video, we were going to get the back end, you know, and do a nice little detail on it. You can see that's been done, you know, versus the discoloration of before, just to kind of show you that it will shine up real nice, and just, you know, minimal maintenance will keep this red looking as good as can be. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of roll on over to starboard side. You guys don't excuse me, this is my 4th boat of the day, and I'm starting to get tongue-tied. I just kind of wanted to give you guys, just consider this an updated video of this vessel. So we're showing the up-to-date detail, a brief explanation of why there is we got a little bit, you guys see this? You got a little bit of a scratch right here, but that should buff right out. That's actually fender. And so if you're looking at a previous video and you're like, I don't understand what's going on with this guy. And anyway, I'm going to pop up in the boat. I threw a cover in there and stuff. I'm not going to really get too involved because, you know, we're in the same condition as we were before, because the boat's been inside in the shop. And hold on while I pop on up. Now, you do still have a little bit of discoloration back on this, but it's not. It's from the cleaning materials. I kind of jumped ahead on these guys because I've been wanting to get this boat listed, but this is actually just going to get cleaned up. Actually, they're waiting for me to get done before they get back out. As you guys can see, the cover off now. I just kind of kicked it around a little bit because it was in my way. All things being the same, you know, carpet, interior, everything just looks great. But what does need to be noted, and if you watch the next video, you will notice the differences as far as the 350 mag MPI go. Now, when I had taken the boat out, what we did is, you know, because I do an inspection for you guys, you know, the best I can as a broker, you know, heat alarm came on, so, you know, there was a water pump issue. But apparently, the water pump was shooting water, and we were getting seawater in, and basically what it had done is, you can see all of this stuff is new, all the way up and around. You know, $8,000 worth of work. Basically, the whole face of this and a bunch of fittings up and back down low have all been replaced. I have all of the service records in my hand, as well as the dealership does here as well. And I'll try and itemize out or summarize everything that was done. But basically now versus before, you are 100% up to speed. Now, all of those things may have came out of my mouth in the first video, but the fact of the matter is I hadn't sea trialed it yet. And you know, and that is the whole process in which I go through. As you guys know, I get these vessels in, I take a look at them, I see them run on the water, I go out on them, then I take them out on my own and put them through the paces. And this just happened to be one that had been serviced and with very minimal hours, but fell through the cracks, you know, and that's what happens. So, but now we are good to go. And, you know, the price is not being increased. It's just, you know, cost to the seller. That's the way it was. The vessel has its value. So anyway, let me just put this down. So anyway, 2004 270 Crownline. Really a lot of room on this Bowrider. You got a 350 MPI in here. You got a sweet trailer, albeit it's steel, and I know in this area that's not real favorable. But it hasn't even touched salt water, so keep that in mind. And for some reason I see a cup missing over on that top side. I don't remember that to be the case. It's probably around here somewhere. So anyway, come on out, come see her. You know, reasonable offers will be considered. And, you know, on an offer sheet, if you'd like to make an offer and put down a deposit to present to the seller, that would be great. And we'll do our best to get you educated on all the work done on her. But she is good to go now. And once again, Rob at ImAlwaysInHotWater.com, wishing you guys a great and safe boating day.